Hey Eurovision fans, this is Tom coming to you from Shanghai and back for another Eurovision reaction video. Today I'm going to be discussing Estonia, that's Uku Suviste singing What Love Is. I'm going to listen, react and tell you how I think this would have done in Rotterdam. So let's kiki. As always, use the timestamps down below in case you want to skip to a certain part. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. So Estonia in the competition. Estonia are 8th in my personal rankings, which is pretty damn good considering the country is it 1.2 million? 1.3 million, which is really amazing that they consistently have such a strong national final every year. Within those personal rankings, Goodbye the Essay in 2015 was my number 1 and Verona was my number 2 in 2017. So I tend to consider the Estonian song is pretty decent every year. It's very rare that it's something I don't like. Note that I said rare and not never. If you've seen some of my previous videos, you probably know already what I feel about this song. I'm still going to watch the national final performance and see what I think. Their qualification record is not bad, 60% since 2008 and 50% in the last 6 years. So if you divide population by Eurovision results, I think Estonia is probably one of the highest density in terms of quality in Eurovision. Anyway, I'm going to be watching Uku Suviste's national final performance. If you haven't seen it already, you can watch my initial reaction to the song. Maybe don't watch it if you're an Uku Suviste fan. Or don't watch the rest of this video if you're an Uku Suviste fan either. Let's see. I haven't listened to this since that video because I didn't see all of the national finals. So actually this is my first time watching this in quite a while. So the song is written by Uku and Sharon Vaughan. Sharon Vaughan was the lead singer of Scream for Sergei last year. She is one of the songwriters for Greece's song Supergirl. She also wrote Survivor by Helena Paparizou in 2013, which was actually pretty decent. And she wrote Waterline by Jedward as well. So she's been in Eurovision a couple of times before. I'm not the biggest fan of her style. I think it's very dramatic and a bit basic. But like, you know, some of the songs I do like. So her best songs I can tolerate. I don't know, tolerate is a bit harsh. Like her best songs I suppose are alright. Okay. Let's go. Uku Suviste won in my secret bang. I gotta admit, I was super shocked when this won. Like, he's a great performer, definitely. I'm gonna talk about it later, but I really liked his song last year. I see Scandinavian eyes. I see Baltic eyes. Oh God. Oh God. I'm going to try and think of some positive things to say. I just think this song is so freaking basic. And just, it's like a big, messy, gunky ball of horrible cliches and meaningless, vapid. The candles, oh God. Those candles, do you know those candles, they remind me of, you know, like 90s sitcoms where a boyfriend would wrong a girl and to make it up with him by the end of the episode, or make it up with her by the end of the episode, he would like fill a room with candles and that was how you solve problems in a relationship. This song is just, it's so, there's nothing new in this song at all. Like, it's such a generic 90s throwback in a really, for me, a very unenjoyable way. And the love and lights, it's just, there's so much cringe in this. Hey. I love him as a performer. Like last year I thought he was totally robbed. I thought Pretty Little Liar should have won. I just don't get how this won. I just don't see what was going on in people's mind. Like, and he's okay singer, but like he's not a wow singer. There's no wow vocals or anything like that. Like, you know, you think of Casey Donovan in Australia. If that had won, that's a very similar song. This like super basic, like dull, bland, like meaningless ballad. But like she had like real wow vocals. He hasn't even got that. He's solid, but he's not wow. Okay, like those notes at the end, they're not even really that special. Look, come on, let's be honest. Like, some nice ad-libs there. Like the staging at the end of the day is him standing. He's just standing with some candles. There's nothing exciting about this. It's just, this is just such a car crash. Aye. Okay, look. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to do. I absolutely hate this song. I really hate it. I hate it so passionately. not for so many reasons, which I'll justify now. Like, first of all, I have to say, I show a lot of restraint because as negative as my reactions might have been there, they were so much worse. I've waited kind of like over a month to do this. And you can see I've simmered down. Like, honestly, if I'd done this straight after the final, I would have been absolutely livid. This song is so blah. It's just blah, bland. Oh, it's awful. It's just awful. I just don't, no redeeming qualities for me whatsoever. It's just so insipid and just awful and just like transparently contrived and meaningless and vapid and just everything. It's just awful. And the melody is just basic and not massively enjoyable and very cliche and very recycled. The performance is cliche and obvious and predictable. The candles, love and lights. It's just, the topic of the song is condescending, like telling us what love is. There's just nothing about this that's remotely justifiable in terms of being the winner. So I'll explain why I'm so pissed off about this. I just feel like it was such an incredibly emotional decision by Estonia. Last year, I felt like Uku had the best song. That was my personal favorite. If you don't believe me, go check my reaction to that. I mentioned about how Uku was my favorite. I feel like this is Estonia trying to say sorry to him for not picking him last year and just sending through this. It's just really awful. And the thing is, I'm not a massive Jakub Tuus fan. I like Jakub Tuus' song. I thought it was really interesting. It had like a really unique point of view, and as much as people say that it copied the structure of Arcade, it was very impactful and interesting. It had something different in it. And his staging I thought was very good, and his performance was good. But the thing is, Uku was my number 10. I literally would have chosen 9 songs above this. And even Right About Me, which I didn't like, and the jury seemed to go absolutely crazy for some bizarre reason. Even that I would have put above this, because at least it's something different and fresh. This is like so unfresh. This is like white bread from 10 years ago. It's so, whoa, it's awful. It's awful. I was genuinely upset that this one. I was so shocked I couldn't believe it, because I was watching Isti Lau and my connection kept on cutting out, and I kind of skipped forward it a little bit too much, and I saw his winner's performance and I was like, what the actual fuck is going on? Like, there's no way he could have won. I thought maybe I was watching like super final re-performances or something. It was just absolutely mind-boggling. So yeah, look, this is God's song. I know redeemed qualities. I know I talked over the whole song. I've heard it before. I don't need to hear it a second time. I absolutely, like, I just extremely dislike this. I really, really, really dislike this. And I dislike what it stands for, which is people making emotional decisions based on the artist as opposed to the song. I just find it really hard to believe that this got 4 times more televote than anyone else. Like, that is just wacky. There's no way that got 4 times more televote than the rest based on the song alone. It's either a problem with the televoting or people making an emotional decision. Or the other thing is, people are saying that it's because they think he's attractive. People shouldn't be deciding which Eurovision song wins based on who's attractive. If you're thinking like that, go to Pornhub and sort yourself out before you watch the national final, and then make a rational decision based on the best song. There's no way the song should have won. I really like Uku. I said it before. I really like Pretty Little Liar last year. I think that should have won. I think that should have represented Estonia last year, and they chose the kind of Avicii reject with a Swedish singer. So I feel like that's trying to then make amends. Yeah. How do I think this would have done? I am so definite this would have come last. Like, very, 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 very definite. I think it would have been an absolutely epic battle between this and one other song, which I'm yet to review in Semi 2 to see which will come last. This is in the first half. Even more of an absolute and utter death knell. There's no way that this would have qualified in 100 years. You look at the other songs in the first half. Greece, Iceland, San Marino, Serbia, Czech Republic, Austria. There's so many songs that, you know, are either very solid, much better generic bland songs, or have a very strong point of view. This would 1000% be forgotten. This would have been a tea break for everything. Definitely either 17th or 18th in the semi. This is a small plus to coronavirus, is that Estonia doesn't have to go through the misery of having their song come last or second last in the semi. So yeah, look, this was massively disappointing for me. There were so many songs in Isti Lau I liked this year. I thought it was one of the really, really strongest Isti Laus we've ever had. And me personally, for my 10th favourite song to come, is a massive disappointment. I don't know if there's any fans on this. If you go on the Eurovision app, I haven't got those scores on me now, but I'll put them here. Last time I checked the community app, this was in the bottom 5. I just don't think it was bottom of the... This was 38th of 41 in the odds before the odds stopped registering. So, look, it wasn't just me. No one really, this was just an absolute dead duck. So that's my rant. Look, that was the light version of my rant. So be happy that I didn't do my rant within the first month of actually Easter, because it would have been much more acidic. But yeah, I want to see Uku come back with a much better song. And for me, actually, we can maybe get a positive out this if he writes a really great song for next year and comes back and gets an automatic pass or gets an emotional fast forward pass to the final from the public in Easter next year with a great song. He's already been allowed, I think he's got a definite place in the semis. I don't think he's got a definite place in the final. But I would love Uku to represent Estonia at some point. I think he's a great performer, but not with that tripe. Okay, so what do you think about Uku and what love is? Please leave a comment section down below. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in another Eurovision reaction video very soon. Goodbye.